How to get a woman. How to get that spark out of her. What do you have to do to get her attention? I mean, what strength do you have to pull something out of her to make her want to be with you? I mean, you can see her. She's dancing. She's carefree. She don't have a care in the world. Do you think you have the kind of strength to make her look at you? Every man has a strength, no matter how he looks, no matter what kind of disgusting pig he is. Every man have a strength. So we're trying to find out, what is your strength to be able to get a woman? Those women that you stare at, do you want to know what is it that tickles her fancy? As you can see, these women like to dance. Are you a good dancer? Is that your strength? Because if it's not, that may go against you. Every man has a strength, and you have to know how to use it. That's the key what we're talking about today. Of this part 2 of how to get a woman, we're looking at the man's strength. You have to have a strength and take that strength and maximize it. And she's thinking like, you're right. That's correct. Yeah, I know I'm right. What strength do you have to get her attention? And we're going to start off by talking about that. Every woman is attracted to something. It's not a total package what they're attracted to. Because before, you have to look good. But now these days, I see some of the ugliest guys with some of the prettiest women, because they're using some strength of theirs to get her. Now, what strength is that? Every man has that strength. Are you an outdoors guy? Are you a guy that sees nature? Are you a successful guy? A guy with money? Maybe you don't need to talk. They just see that strut, that swag, and they want you. What is it that you have? I mean, are you a scumbag that digging your nose? I mean, what is your strength? I mean, do you know how to dance? Are you a gangbanger? I mean, it's something, hip-hop guy, something that makes a woman look at you. Are you a part of a bike club? Are you a biker? Because I'm going to tell you what, when you're a biker, you might as well say you can get a woman anytime you want. They said if you're in a bike club and you're a biker, you have a high chance of attracting females. And that's a fact. Bike club guys, you never see them lonely. There's always going to be a woman around that's going to be attracted to them. Because bikers are considered cool. There's some kind of coolness about you. Even though you can look like a nerd like this guy, but he's in a bike club. He has a leather coat. He's cool like the Terminator. Look at this nerd guy. This nerd guy's eating Cheerios and dancing about it. That is nerdy. But you know what? He has a strength. It's not just about eating Cheerios and looking weird. Whatever that woman's texting him, she likes him. So you look at him and like, what strength does this guy got eating Cheerios? And he a grown man. The pretty boys don't have to talk. The guys who look good with good hair, have you noticed they don't have to talk? Those gigolos, they never have to talk. All they got to do is pour oil over themselves, and that's it. Once they pour oil on themselves, or they curl and doll their hair up, they mix with Filipino and white, or they mix with hazel eyes, they don't have to talk. They can just look at you, and you're going to be attracted to them. Women find beauty, outer beauty, more fascinating than anything. But everybody don't have that. Everybody's not good looking. Because if you're good looking, you have an advantage. You don't have to say much. You can say some stupid, dumb stuff, and women's still gonna smile at you. Now, what about the comedians like me, who can make a girl laugh all night? If you can do that, that's a strong strength. Like a Rodney Dangerfield. He looks like a scumbag, but he attracts women because he's funny. When you're funny, that funny bone, if you can get a woman to laugh, I mean, they feel good. They want to be with you. They want to hang out with you. If you have a skill of being funny, if you know how to tell jokes and be corny and still get them to laugh, believe it or not, you can make them laugh so much that they'll want to spend the whole day and night with you. They'll want to put their arms around you when you can make them laugh. Have you noticed that? The funny guys get the women because you want to be around those guys. That's a strength. What is your strength? If you have that strength of being a comedian, you have an advantage. Look at that. She can't stop laughing. I mean, she want him to stay the whole night and morning. And she want to eat and feed him because he had her laughing all night. See, when you're funny, that strength, and you have that strength of being funny, you can get any woman you want. Look at her. She's still laughing. That is a strength, guys. But what if you don't have that personality? What if you just have money? What if you have no personality at all, but you're job security? You're a security belt to her. You have money, but you know what? She don't know you have money. You have to show her. Now, how do you show her? Now, you can't be arrogant and just pull money out or put money on the table and say, here, come get me. You have to show it. It's something that you have to be seen with. It's something you have to wear, like a watch or something. It's something maybe you have to drive a nice car. How is she going to know? You got to go get in that BMW. You got to go shine it up. Get in it. And she's going to say, oh, man, look at that guy's car. He must got money. If you can find a way to let a girl that you know you have money, like you got this nice Mercedes, you have a strong chance to use that strength to your advantage. Because I'm going to tell you what, women love money. And especially if you can take time off her having to work. If she marries you, man, could you imagine she gets to retire earlier? So that's a strength. Money. Money is power. So if you got that money, show it. Sure. You're going to have to drive that whip. You can't be hiding it like, oh, I don't want her to know I got money. Well, you're not using that strength. Use it. If that's the only strength you got, you look horrible, you can't talk, you got no personality. Well, let me tell you what, if you got money, you don't need them things. You don't need them good looks. But you got to show her that that money is power to you. I mean, when you drive, that car lights up, and it means that she's going to light up. So that's a strength. Money. I mean, if she sees this car, what it's doing, she's gonna want to be with you. She's going to say, man, I'm tired of working. I just want a guy that's secure, that has security where I could just relax. You don't have to work. If you could show that to her, like you got it going on, you got your stuff together, man, let me tell you, that's a strength. I mean, it may be even stronger than looking good. But listen, if you're walking up in these combat boots and these dirty shoes, no, that's a no-no. You're not going to get anybody to look at you. The only way they'll look at you got to wear something like this. You got to step up your game. Fashion is a strength. Some guys like to dress nice, look nice, smell nice. That's a strength. Shoes, having nice, clean shoes, believe it or not, is a strength. You would attract a lot of women with nice shoes. It sounds dumb, but you roll up in these alligator skin Italian leather shoes, oh, believe me, they're looking at you. That's a strength. And what about if you're the man of the cloth? Study says the man of the cloth attract 80% of women in the world. Do you believe that? For some reason, when you have holiness in you, you attract women because you're like a Moses or a Noah. You're a savior. And women think you can save them. So, I mean, look at Megan Good. I mean, if you're a pastor, you can save a woman. So you're attractive to a woman. That is a strength. But everybody's not called to be a pastor. But I'm just letting you know, if you're in the Word of God, it works. What about if you're a gym rat? What about if you spend most of your time building your muscles in your body? Believe it or not, it sounds dumb. Women still loves a guy with a nice body. I don't care. They don't want no blob. They don't want no anorexic looking guy. They want a guy with a nice body who can protect them at the movie theater. When a guy slaps her on the butt, you want a guy that can protect you. So a guy with a nice, strong body, it works. It's a winner. What about swag? Swag is also a strength. You may not have no money, but you may have swag. That nice haircut, those designer glasses, that swag can attract women. Even the dogs have swag. But if you got swag and you got that look about you that looks dangerous, looks like you're on a GQ magazine, I mean, that swag makes women head turn. And remember, you can't run up and babble and talk to them. You just look at them and then look away. When you do that, you got a little funny style in you, but you attract women. Always remember that. Swag works. And study says that if you love dogs, animal lovers, for some reason, women are attracted to that. Have you noticed the guys walking their dogs? Women always want to go, oh, that's so cute. Your doggy is so cute. And then as soon as you say, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Do you walk your dog? You're in. You could get the number. She might ask you for your number. Dog walkers are very, very popular. They attract women. You know, as I don't get it. I mean, it's a surprise to me, but it's the truth. 68% of men attract women with their animals. I mean, because when you walk a trail, believe it or not, it's going to be a female that's going to walk a trail too with her dog. And as long as you don't got a dog that's going to bite the hell out of her dog, you're in great shape. You're in. You're going to get the number. You're going to get to know her. You're going to get to know Cindy, and she's going to love you because you have a doggy too that you like to walk on the beach. Try it. Get a dog, go walk on the beach, and see how many women speak to you. You will be astounded of how many women speak to you. I mean, 68%. Look at her. She's even rubbing the dog. I mean, men, this is something that we don't think about. We don't think about. And then what if you love kids? Women love guys who love kids. And then what about this? This is one of the biggest attractants to women. If you're a musician or you have a skill, art of knowing how to play some kind of instrument in a band, women, ever since the 50s, have loved guys who can play instruments, who can sing, singers, who can beat a drum, who could play that guitar. I mean, who could play that saxophone. Women are attracted to music. And if you're in the music industry or you go play at a club or you're good enough to be playing on a side street and a woman walks by and hear that and you're good, you are in. You attract women. Women love this. And you can't deny it. You can't deny it. This goes up to 73%. 73% of women are attracted to musicians. That's an astounding stat. If you are in a band and you love music, you're going to attract women. So this is something that I've been talking about for a while. You'll be surprised at the things that attract women, but 08 Dog is here to bring it out to you. From walking dogs to loving kids to playing music. It's not all about good looks. If you got them, that's a bonus. But if you do other things like this guy playing this guitar, he is going to be able to get the pick of the litter of women there. I mean, even married women would leave their husband if this guy gave him a chance. That's how powerful the music industry is. Very, very powerful. I mean, these guys, from the drummer to the saxophonist to the singer, they can get whatever kind of women they want because women love music. And if you sleep on this, guys, hey, that's your fault. But if you got this skill, if this is a strength of yours, because it's not everybody's strength, it's a very hard profession. Me, I can't play music, so I'm out with that. But if you have that skill or that trade, man, you have all the tools to get a woman. I mean, when you think about other strengths, they're good. Like knowing how to dress right, putting on nice cologne. But when you can play music like these guys, That is such a bonus. You're winning. I mean, you are literally winning. Because every woman's going to go to a bar eventually. Every woman's going to walk by. I mean, have you ever been in a car and you've been playing loud music and a woman pulls up next to you, and sometime when she's not irritated, she starts dancing? Women love money. That's true, but they love music. And if you're good and you playing some good music, you're in. You have an advantage. A big advantage. Because you know how to play music. I mean, it goes from 0 to 100 with women when it comes to music. Music is out of the top 5 strengths of men. It's almost up there with good looks. Even though good looks is always going to beat everything out because it's a physical world, and women just love guys who look good. But when you could play music, that's out of the top 5 is probably number 3. That's very high. Just look around. Look at all the rock bands and even rappers. Look at rappers. I mean, look at how rappers are. It's not just looking good. If you can sing or you can rap, I mean, even rock and roll bands, the women are there. Look at that. They're there looking at these men. You can sit there and play in a choir. Have you ever went to church and you seen a choir guy? A guy that plays in a choir or sings in a choir. Have you noticed that after church the women are waiting for them? They're waiting to talk to the guy who was singing in the choir. Even the guy who's playing the drums at church. If you notice after church, he has about 2-3 women from church around him. Because that, like I said, when you're in the music industry, that attracts so many people. And this is something I want to get on too. Rappers. Like I was saying, they're considered singers. But have you noticed that rappers have all the women? As crazy as they look, women love rappers because that's the singing part. That's the music part I was talking about. Rappers get the pick of the litter. I mean, look at this. He's not attractive, but not only is he a rapper, he has money. And look who he has, Beyonce. I mean, this guy looks horrible. But let me tell you something. He's been with more women than I can count on my fingers. Women love him. And let me tell you, having muscles, that's great too. That's great too. Knowing how to sculpture and build your body is an advantage. That's a strength. You would think just working out is something that you probably do on your own, but you know that if you have muscles and you're able to draw them out, for some reason, you can attract women. And this attracts women also. If you smoke weed, as dumb as that sounds, if you're a weed smoker, have you noticed weed smokers always have women around them? Even though you might get a weed head, but you get some nice looking weed heads. When you smoke weed, you're popular. As far-fetched as that sounds, women love you when you smoke weed. I think it's crazy, but it's the truth. You can't stop it. Everybody loves a weed smoker. Women will go out of their way to hang with a weed smoker. So that's an attractant too. This is Egg Dog 8. Stay tuned for part 3 in the near future. And please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Bye-bye.